Ability power and attack damage, or magic and armor penetration? What is more worth to buy and why? Stay till the end and find out. In our last League Masterclass, we talked about the power of true health and how resistance is reducing the damage that you are taking. In case that you missed that episode, you can check it out in the description below. Now it's time for us to understand how to counter these resistances and how worth it's going to be for you to have armor and magic penetration in your games from now on. But before we start with this, we need to first answer some simple questions. What is exactly attack damage, ability power, armor penetration, and magic penetration? Attack damage is the power of your basic attacks. You are going to start with a certain amount level 1 and it's going to grow per level. This damage is also going to be used in your champion abilities, runes, and of course your items. While on the other hand, you are going to always start with ability power 0 and it's going to grow only from items, runes, and buffs. You are going to use the ability power in order for you to empower the damage of your abilities. And also, you can use the ability power in order for you to do more damage in towers with your basic attacks. Armor and magic penetration will show you how much of the resistance of the enemy target you are going to ignore in order for you to do more total damage. This League Masterclass will have two parts. In the first part, we are going to talk about the magic penetration and how it works, and in the second part, we are going to talk about the armor pen and lethality. The reason we are going to have two parts is because the armor pen and lethality got a lot more things to talk about, a lot more elements, so we are going to need an entire episode for that. So let's get started with the magic penetration right now. We got a certain order in order for us to calculate how the magic penetration works, and it got 4 parts. First, we are calculating the magic reduction flat number. Second, we are calculating the magic reduction percent number. And then we are calculating the magic penetration percent. And finally, we are going to calculate the magic penetration flat number. Remember this order because it's going to be important for later on. Note that there are no items that are reducing the magic resist of the champions, only certain abilities from champions, and that's why we are going to talk about the item choices and the benefits that comes with the magic penetration. To understand what all this means, let's have some examples. You got a target that got 1000 HP and 100 magic resist. And right now you got 2 examples. The one is going to be a full up build with 1011 ability power, and on the other hand you are going to have the full magic penetration build that only got 496 ability power but also got 44 flat magic pen and another 40% magic penetration. So the question is, which one of these builds will do the most damage to the target? I want for you to pause the video and comment below which one it is, guys. I'm really curious to hear your opinion about that before we continue later on.
Eternity later.
Are you ready? When you are seeing someone with 1000 ability power, normally you think that it's also going to be the one that is going to do the most damage. But here where you are wrong. Let's see why. As you can see in our examples, the full magic pen build will always do the most damage. Even while having so huge difference in ability power in the 2 builds, you are going to still see the differences here. I wanted to create an example for you to understand how more powerful to play with the full magic penetration really is. That's why the example is with 1000 ability power and not, for example, 800, that it could be a little bit more normal. And the same thing applies to other situations as well. Will the target not having 100 magic resist but got 200 magic resist or even 300 magic resist? As you can see in the 2 examples right now, always the magic pen is going to do more damage than the full up one. Even when the full up one is going to have total of 1025 ability power, guys. Realize the difference in the number. 1025 ability power against 496 ability power. And as you can see, no matter the target, you will always do the most damage dealt. But there is something else that we need to talk about. A lot of people keep saying the following thing. I saw that in my streams, I saw that in the YouTube videos, I saw that everywhere. If you got no magic resist against you, then it's not going to be worth for you to play with the full magic pen build. It's not going to be worth because the full up build is going to do more damage. Is it true? Interesting opinion, right? Let's have an example. The average magic resist of each champion in this game is going to be around 70, because they are going to either have items, they are going to either have runes, or even dragon buff that is going to increase their total magic resist. So we got an average of 70 magic resist, and our two examples once again. 1025 ability power against 496 ability power and 40% magic penetration. Which one is going to do the most damage? People think that the full up build will always do the most damage, right? Here where they are wrong once again. Even while having only 70 magic resist and only 500 ability power with our full pen build, we are going to still do more damage, as you can see in our example, than the 1025 ability power build. But why we are doing more damage with the full magic pen build than the full up build? In order for us to answer that, let's go back to the first episode of the League Masterclass series. As you can see in this formula, we got a target with 100 magic resist, right? So that means that you are going to reduce the damage that you are taking with only this amount of magic resist by 50%. So the damage that the full up build will do is going to be reduced instantly by 50%. So even with the skill of this choice doing 1300 total damage, it's only going to do this amount of damage. While on the other hand, the magic penetration build is going to reduce the magic resist of the target first by 40% and then for another 44 flat magic pen, making the target to only have 16 magic resist left for you and reducing only around the 14% of the damage that you are doing to them. And in the 70 magic resist example, we are going to reduce the damage reduction to 0%. That means that the damage that we are going to do to the target is going to be true damage with every magic damage, abilities, skills, runes, or even dragon buffs. The reason I created these full magic pen builds is because I wanted to do true damage with everything that my champion got. That means not only an ability that already doing true damage, but every ability that doing magic damage. One thing that you also need to know about magic penetration is that it's going to increase the magic damage that you are doing to every single target in the game. For example, it's not only about champions. You will also do more damage to creeps, more damage to jungle camps, more damage to objectives like Baron, like Herald, like dragons, and even in towers. Because as we talk in the very beginning of the video, your basic attacks will do magic damage to the towers. That means that the damage that you're doing right now is always going to be true damage. Now you can fully understand why our full pen builds will always going to be stronger than the regular up builds, and that by using these builds you will always do the max amount of damage while having also the max amount of sustain. Because by combining certain items you are going to also have certain benefits. It's not only about damage in this game, it's also about how much you can survive in fights, how much you are going to be okay after the fights. For example, if you go in and then you go out with 100 HP, what you're going to do with regular builds? Nothing. With our builds, most of the times you're going to be full HP within 10 seconds out of combat. Because we are combining the Warmock's armor in them. It's not in the end how much damage you are doing if you are going to die within 1 second. So the next time that someone is going to tell you, don't buy magic penetration because the enemy team is not stuck in magic resist, then you are going to share them this video. And then they are going to learn to first think and then talk. Comment below, did you expect for these results? For real? And also tell me your thoughts about what we talked today. Now it's finally time to go to our giveaway winners reveal. Are you ready, BaLoRians? And the first winner is... and he won an esports headset from Fnatic plus $20 Riot points cards. Hope you are going to enjoy your gifts. And the rest 5 of the BaLoRians that won our giveaway are going to be here. Congratulations to all that won our giveaway, guys. Don't worry if you didn't win, you are going to win next time because we are going to have a lot of giveaways like this one in the future. The winners need to go to our first Masterclass episode and comment their email in order for me to contact them and tell them what they need to do. But before we go, guys, we got a challenge. The last League Masterclass reached a very high amount of likes. But we need to break the record, we need more. So the next challenge for you guys is to make this League Masterclass episode to reach 2,000 likes. Is it possible? We are the BaLoRians, we are going to do that for sure. And if you want to enjoy more OP content like this, of course don't forget to become one of us, one of the Ultimate BaLoRians, by subscribing to our channel and also to ring the bell to not miss any of our content. And the last thing that you need to do is to share this video to your friends in order for them to become better players and carry every single game together with you. Thanks for watching. Till the next time, have an awesome day.